Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, the Chief Security Officer for Henssler Financial. Nothing is 100% safe on the internet. In our last installment, we talked about the top 3 things you should do to help increase your security on the internet. And we're going to follow it up and conclude today with the top 3 things you should not do, or at least the things you try and limit as much as you can to decrease your liability. All links should be considered dangerous until proven otherwise, whether in emails, on websites, social media, or even text messages. There are reports that say that up to 80% of all the problems that the average consumer has on the internet originates from links they click on. One thing you should never ever click on are shortened URLs. These are those funny looking links that nobody can make head nor tails from. Things like bit.ly and many other domains. If you can't make out what it means, don't click on it. Phishing, vishing, and smishing. Oh my. These are just funny names that technologists have come up to describe ways that the bad guys try to coerce or trick you into clicking on links. Phishing, with a PH, is when the bad guys send you email and it has links within it that have been compromised. A common tactic is to use legitimate emails that they then doctor. Just because you get an email that says it's from your mom or the president or even Gene Henssler doesn't mean that it truly is. Simply because an email says it's from someone you know and may trust doesn't mean that you can trust the content of the email. Vishing, VI, that's the robocaller. Those people that call you up all hours of the day or night and try to convince you they're from the IRS, the local police department, Social Security department, who knows. All they're trying to do is coerce or trick you into giving them personal information that they can then use to either empty your bank account or open accounts in your name. A simple way to avoid this is if you do not recognize the phone number, if it's not in your contact list, then don't answer the phone. If it's important, they'll leave a message. Smishing, SM, is the texting equivalent of phishing, meaning they send you a text and within that text is a link to an exploitive website. This is very common in social media. Whenever possible, do not click on any links within a text message. While links are a convenience, and sometimes we do need to use them, we should use them sparingly and only when absolutely necessary. If you're going to use links, you should know what to look for. Please look for more details in the written material. The number 2 thing you should never do, or at least greatly limit doing this, is downloading any files from the internet. This is a very easy way for the bad guys to put malware on your device. If you do need to download a file, scan it with your security software, your antivirus that's already on your device, who scan it for you. The most common way crooks will try to send you files is through email attachments. These can look like very legitimate or even legal sounding documents trying to implore you or force you into opening them. Don't fall for it. 2 of the most common files that the bad guys use are PDFs and Word documents. We get these every day, all day, and yet they can easily be exploited to do bad things to your devices. Even though the email claims to be from someone you know and trust, you can never be too careful. If you weren't already expecting the information, you should contact that person and confirm they actually sent it to you before you open it. And finally, number 3, public Wi-Fi. Quite simply, just say no. Just don't do it. Using public Wi-Fi is the high-tech equivalent to having unprotected sex. The reason you want to limit or never use public Wi-Fi is you simply do not know anything about the device that you're connecting to. You have no way to verify it. You don't know if it's been tampered with. You simply don't know. Today, we have cheap and low-cost, unlimited data plans. Instead of using Wi-Fi, simply use your data provider's cell plan. To date, there have been no known wide exploits of any of the major cell providers. As such, simply use those and avoid Wi-Fi whenever possible. Sometimes you're going to find yourself where your cell phone doesn't work and Wi-Fi is your only option. Whether it's domestically or internationally, occasions do arise. If you must use Wi-Fi, then please use what's called a VPN, a virtual private network. What this is software that simply creates what's called an encrypted tunnel between your device and the VPN provider, who then sends your traffic out to the internet. The VPN provider that we recommend is called NordVPN. There you have it. Those are the top 3 things you should never ever do, or at least limit how much you do them. Those 3 things again are: number 1, no clicky on linkies. Number 2, don't download files, especially file attachments within emails. And number 3, just say no to public Wi-Fi. I'm Tim O'Pry, the Chief Security Officer with Henssler Financial and the Old Ball Geek. Thank you for watching.